Hello, everyone.
Good
Happy Friday
afternoon.
to you. We hope you're doing well. And welcome to yet another episode of Free Play Fridays at 4, the penultimate episode, in fact. And we see some of our usual suspects / family friends are here. Hello to Celia and Elna and Alistair and Jennifer Kerner. It's wonderful to see you all, and those of you who are
Lurking away in the
lurking.
background.
Yes, we used lurking before, and we thought,
You had a nicer word for it.
I did. I don't remember what it was now, but
The silent majority. That's what we'll call them.
Excellent. I like that too. So we welcome all of you, whoever we're seeing here. Hello, David. We see you too. David Mayoko is here, and that's awesome. He's styling with Free Play while on the road.
Oh,
So
yeah.
drive safe there, David. And yes, so we have so many things to celebrate.
Ross is here.
Hello, Ross.
Hi,
Lind.
Ross.
Ross is one of our dear friends. He doesn't live so far away, so if we just say,
Hi, Ross.
we think he's probably going to hear us. And my sister is here.
Hi,
That's
Bhavani.
Bhavani. And yeah, this is wonderful. It's
Elna Lurkert de Wolf. You should love lurking.
Yes.
You've become a verb.
yes, that's right.
I like that.
Exactly.
David being here reminds us. David is always smart about this. We're not always bright enough. While you're watching and commenting and all that sort of stuff, just take one moment before we start this show. Hit the share button if you're watching this on Facebook, and let all your friends know that you're watching. And then we'll have more people watching the show. It'd be awesome.
Exactly.
Don't forget to share.
That's right.
Hello to Laura Hope.
And to Barry Livingston. This is great. We welcome all of you. As we said, this is our penultimate episode, if you can believe it. We can't believe it. We can't believe how much time has gone by and how many episodes we've done.
This
is this
episode
43?
43.
Okay.
Yep.
There we go. As I said, lots to celebrate in some ways. There's been some justice done in the world. There's Earth Day, which happened yesterday. And exactly. You can see
We're out in space. I'm going to go watch Gravity after this.
Oh, that would
Maybe
be...
we should be thinking about that. Well, it's hard enough to do all the looping stuff, let alone
If you
trying
see us
to
fly away...
battle atmospheric things. All right, we're going to get started with our first piece while we're on the subject of Earth Day. We're going to give you a little mashup of Tom Chapin and Sting. You've heard this one before. I'm going to dedicate this one to my students at Humber.
That's a great idea.
All the folks at Humber, as many of you know, Sub and I are on faculty at Humber College here in Toronto. It's a wonderful, wonderful music program. We're very, very proud of all the things we've been able to do, and we're especially proud of our students. It has been an incredibly difficult year, as you can imagine. Imagine trying to sing in an ensemble when you're all in completely different places. I had an ensemble where I had people in Prince Edward Island, and I had people in BC.
Wow. I had a student in Montreal, and I think the rest were all actually in the Humber territory.
Well, something we did was normally Humber has a performance week, and that's where everybody gets together in the main auditorium and all the bands play and they get adjudicated. It's so much fun. This year we did it virtually, and even though we would only watch videos and in some case just listen to recordings, it was very moving and very emotional for us to be able to see what our students have been able to do. We are so proud of them. This particular song was something that my students did. And if you check out Free Play's YouTube page and you look around for something that says Humber Acapella, you might see a playlist called Humber Acapella. Take a moment and take a look at what these folks have done. We
They've
managed
done
to
such a
record.
great job. I'm so proud of them. I don't know a lot of them, actually. They are part of the a cappella ensemble. They're not part of my private teaching at Humber. But I'm so proud of them anyway. And this is actually what would be their performance week. It is their performance week. It's their final week. So there's a lot of sort of happy flitting and floating energy out there with their juries, as they call them, where they have to learn a bunch of jazz standards and they have to present them in various ways. And then, of course, the ensembles, just like Humber a cappella. So I'm really glad this our arrangement of this made it to them.
So we're going to hand this one to them. This is one of the pieces that they performed. So check out their video of this one. This one is Fragile. This pretty planet spinning through space, your garden, your harbor, your holy place.
Golden sun going down, gentle blue giant, spin us around all through the night, safe till the morning light. Do 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 If blood will flow when flesh and steel are one, dying in the color of the evening sun, tomorrow's rain will wash the stain away. Something in our minds will always stay. Perhaps this final act was meant to clinch a lifetime's argument, that nothing comes from violence and nothing ever could. For all those born beneath an angry star, lest we forget how fragile we are.
On and on the rain will fall, like tears from a star, like tears from a star. On and on the rain will say, how fragile we are, how fragile we are.
This pretty planet spinning through space, your garden, your harbor, your holy place. Golden sun over space, your garden, your harbor, your holy place. Golden sun over space,
Your garden, your harbor, your holy place. Golden sun goes space.
your garden, your heart, your holy place. Golden sun goes space. Your garden, your heart, your holy place.
On and on the rain will fall, like tears from a star, like tears from a star. On and on the rain will say, how fragile we are, how fragile we are. On and on the rain will fall, like tears from a
Like
star,
tears from a
like
star.
tears from a star. On and on the rain will say, how fragile we are, how fragile we are,
How fragile we are, how fragile we are, how fragile we are, how fragile we are, how fragile we are, how fragile we are, how fragile we are, how fragile we are, how fragile we are, how fragile we are, how fragile we are, how fragile we are.
How fragile we are indeed, and how fragile our planet is. It seems that there are movements being made to really look at our planet and look at sustainability. This happens obviously a lot here's hoping that it sticks and that we all do our part as individuals and as a community as well.
All right. I just noticed that Jordana Tylski is watching.
Hello, Jordy.
Hi, Jordana.
Lovely to have you with us.
Joyce Glasgow's joined us as well.
Wonderful.
Rob Steinerman joined us.
Lovely. Welcome to you all. I think Jordana just dropped a single very recently, if I'm not mistaken.
Or is just about to drop
Or
one.
just about to. So Jordana, something that we love to do here is, you know, we're all a community, we're all a family here. We all want to support each other, especially as artists. So if you have information about it, you can drop it on Facebook or on the YouTube chat. May 14th, there we have it. All right, yay. Amazing, I'm really looking forward to it. I've had a little sneak peek of some things, but or a sneak listen, I guess it would be. And it's awesome. Jordana is doing some really amazing work as a live looping artist and just all around awesome musician. So do check that out. Excellent.
All right,
let's
we're
move
going to
on.
move on. We're going to give you something from Motown. Actually, I'm going to tell a little story about how we started doing this one. A lot
Yeah.
of our repertoire is born out of necessity. So we get hired to do something and somebody says, you know, can you do something about this? And so we were hired for a gig in New Jersey at a school there called Ramapo College. And we were asked to do some collaborations with an artist who was going to be visiting there named Victor Davson. Victor, his sort of artistic MO was to take classic album covers and reimagine the art and redo the art. So the presenter said, well, why don't you go check out the gallery, see what he's done, and see if that inspires any of your programming. So we checked it out. We saw some wonderful stuff. And we saw this beautiful album that he re-illustrated, for lack of a better term. Came out in 1971. It's by Marvin Gaye, and we said, we think we can come up with something. The great thing about being an a cappella musician is that you can rehearse in your hotel room if you want to. And so we worked up this and a few other pieces for this particular show. This one for you music nerds out there is lots of fun. This is the first time we really did this kind of ping-ponging back and forth. Now, in this song, I normally sing the lead, and Suba sings the bass, which is unusual, but we get a chance to have Suba sing the bass. That's for you, Jen Kerner. And we also flip-flop the bass part. So take a close listen while you're enjoying the song and notice when we flip the bass part back and forth and sort of throw it back and forth to each other. I'd like to take also a moment and dedicate this to our brothers and sisters down south in the United States. There have been some momentous changes happening there. This has been an important week, I think, and we just want to pass this one along to you with all our love from all of us up here in Canada. This is What's Going On.
And it's a sing-along, so make sure you do.
1, 2, 'Mother, there's far too many of you crying. Brother, brother, there's far too many of you dying. You know we've got to find a way to bring some loving here today. Oh, Father, Father, we don't need to escalate. You see, war is not the answer, for only love can conquer hate. You know we've got to find a way to bring some understanding here today. Painted lines, brother, and picket signs, brother. Don't punish me, brother, with brutality, brother. Oh, talk to me, brother, so we can see, oh, what's going on, 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 what's going on.
Father. Everybody thinks we're wrong. Well, but who are they to judge us? Simply cause our hair is long. You know we've got to find a way to bring some understanding here today. Sing with us, painted lines,
Sister,
and picket signs.
Sister,
Don't punish me,
Sister,
with brutality.
Sister,
Oh, talk to me.
Sister,
Oh, we can see.
Sister.
Oh, what's going on?
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 Oh, what's going on?
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 All right. Thank you for singing along. We feel your love. We feel your vibes. And we can practically hear you.
It's great to virtually hear you, folks. Claudette's watching next door, so let's just say,
Hi, Claudette!
she can hopefully hear us.
She's literally next door to us, which is awesome.
Also, Jane Smart is watching. Hi, Jane.
Hi, Jane.
Great to see you as well. Conrad Gale has joined us.
Wonderful. Hello, Conrad. Wonderful to have you here. So now we have a very special request that we are honoring to Elna, who is celebrating a 29th anniversary, which is so amazing. Congratulations to you, Elna. And she requested this particular song because of the Flunky Dunks. And for those of you who are uninitiated, we need to tell you what that is. You see, Dylan and I, we are educated musicians.
And educators.
And educators. Yes. And, you know, we use our degrees for good, not evil. Although, mostly. And usually for the sublime and the serious, but occasionally also for the ridiculous. And the Flunky Dunks are the words, the syllables that we have conjured up to go in place of a banjo. So it goes something like this. Flunky dunk, flunk, a flunky dunk, flunk, flalala, flunky dunk, flunky dunk, flunky dunk, flunk, flalala, flunky dunk, flunk, a flunky dunk, flunk, flalala, flunky dunk, flunky dunk, flunky dunk, flunk, flalala. Pretty awesome that your degree can be used for such purposes. Not only that, so that was Elna's request. We're going to do this next song for her by the Stampeders called Sweet City Woman in honor of her 29th anniversary. Not only that, but she sent us a little thank you card. And the
Hold it up to the Suba cam.
Yes. All right. Can you all see that?
Oh, the green screen's making it see-through, man.
Okay. Can I put it here? Would it make it better? No. Well, you can see the screen.
How's it seeing through you, too? That's far out.
That's creepy. I'm turning into a ghost.
We can't hear you off mic there, Suba.
I'm turning into a ghost. Whoa. But you get the gist of it, even if it looks like a photo negative right now.
We'll give you a better shot of that next week,
Yeah,
maybe.
is that
It's
any
just
better?
gorgeous.
Oh, that's actually
Hey, that's
better, a little
working.
bit. So isn't that gorgeous? Thank you so much, Elna. That was so lovely of you. What a kind and generous thing to send us a personalized,
All the way from Holland.
all the way from Holland, and a thank you card with such a beautiful piece of art on the front of it. Yeah, just amazing. So thank you for that, Elna. Thank you for that gift, and we give you yet another gift right back to you for your anniversary. Congrats again.
Flunky dunk flunk, the flunky the flunk, fla la 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 flunky dunk, flunky dunk, flunky the flunk, fla la 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 flunky dunk flunk, the flunky the flunk, fla la 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 flunky dunk, flunky dunk, flunky the flunk, fla la la flunky dunk flunk, the flunky the flunk, fla la 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 flunky dunk, flunky dunk, flunky the flunk, fla la 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 flunky dunk flunk, the flunky the flunk, fla la 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 flunky dunk, flunky dunk, flunky the flunk, fla la la flunky dunk flunk, the flunky the flunk, fla la 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 flunky dunk, flunky dunk, flunky the flunk, fla la 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 flunky dunk flunk. Funky da funk, la 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 funky da, funky da, funky da funk, la 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 funky da, the funky da funk, la 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 funky da, funky da, funky da funk, la 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 funky da, the funky da funk, la 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 funky da, funky da, funky da funk. Well, I'm on my way, the funky da funk, to the city lights, funky da funk, to a pretty face that shines her light on the city night, funky da funk, and I gotta catch a new train, funky da funk. Gotta be there on time. Oh, it feels so good to know she waits at the end of the line. Sweet, sweet I can see your face, I can hear your voice, I can almost touch you. Sweet, oh, banjo me, we got a feel for singing. Yeah, yeah. Bon, c'est bon, 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 c'est bon, 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 c'est bon, 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 c'est bon, 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 c'est bon, 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 c'est bon, 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 bon. So long, ma, so long, pa, so long. Neighbors and friends, like a country morning, all snuggled and deep. How she's got a way to make a man feel shiny and new. And she's singing the evening, all familiar tunes. And she feeds me love and tenderness and macaroons. Sweet, I can see your face, I can hear your voice, I can almost touch you. Sweet, oh, banjo me, we got a feel for singing. Yeah, yeah. Happy anniversary, Elna. Mwah. Thank you so much.
Elna and Edgar, thank you so much for suggesting that to us. Hope you had a wonderful anniversary, and so glad you got to spend it with this wonderful global village that we've got here.
That's right, exactly. Fantastic. Well, we're going to switch our setup a little bit and give you a couple of very gorgeous tunes. We haven't done this next one in quite some time, but it's one of our favorites. And if you're in my city choir, like Celia and Bhavani and perhaps some others who are lurking, we did this a few years ago now. It's a Bruce Cockburn tune called All the Diamonds, and it's so very beautiful. And again, it makes me think of Earth Day and all of the beautiful things that are out there in the world that we sometimes take for granted. The wind and the sunlight and the sea, the trees and the forest and so on. So we hope you enjoy this one. I'm just going to take a moment to switch over here.
All right, that is the key, right?
I think so.
We always forget. I think that's the key that I remember. So that's the key that we're doing. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
There you go. Yeah, I think
this is just an absolutely gorgeous Bruce Cockburn piece. I remember growing up with this when I was a kid. Back when I was in high school directing my first vocal jazz group, my sister sang in the group, and we would sometimes do this as a guitar and two voices duet.
Nice.
Kind of like this.
Love it.
So this has very long-term memories for me, and every time we go up to our cottage or we go camping, the little line about all the diamonds in the world that mean anything to me are conjured up by wind and sunlight sparkling off the sea. It's just gorgeous.
Absolutely beautiful.
And every time, I always think of that lyric every time it goes somewhere like that. It's just beautiful.
Yes.
This one's called All the Diamonds. That mean anything to me are conjured up by wind and sunlight sparkling on the sea. La da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da. Aground in a harbor town, lost the taste for being free. Thank God he sent some gull-chased ship to carry me to sea. La da 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 da, la da 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 da. 2,000 years and half a world away. Dying trees still will grow greener when you pray. Silver scales flash bright and fading reeds along the shore, like a pearl in a sea of liquid jade. His ship comes shining like a crystal swan in a sky of suns. His ship comes shining. La da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da, da da. Ah, Bruce Cockburn and his poetry in motion. There is nothing like it. It's very beautiful. Truly one of our treasures. We had the very, very good fortune of seeing him do one of his. I think he's retired now.
Oh.
And I think what you and I saw was one of his very, very last performances.
At
just a
Massey
few years
Hall.
ago. Yeah, Massey Hall.
Aha, okay.
And I've got money that says there's a couple of people, Celia Hart, I'm looking in your direction, who may have possibly seen him around that time. Because I know Celia always says, yeah, man, I saw these people and I saw those people. And it's like the people that we so wish we had been able to see.
Exactly. I shared the same stage. I didn't actually, not at the same time, but shared the same stage with Bruce Cockburn at the Vancouver Folk Music Festival many, many moons ago, and that was astonishingly beautiful.
And he's a heavy guy. I saw him at the Rex of all places. He was sitting in with a band called Daptheria, a very
hip.
crazy, complex jazz fusion band. Featuring one of our dear friends, Rich Brown, and he co-wrote a piece with Andy Milne, the guy who ran that band. Really great socio-political piece called Trickle Down, and he got up there with this band at the Rex and sang it with them, and it was just the coolest thing ever. What a great place to see him. All right, we're going to give you one of my pieces now. Now this is debut.
I've never sung it before, so I'm very excited about this.
Oh yeah, and I've hardly ever sung this before. I don't even know if I've ever actually performed this live. Now here's the thing, I wrote this at least 10 years ago, possibly more. And I wrote it during Earth Hour. So Earth Hour came along and I shut off all my lights and a little candle and I sat down with a pen and a piece of paper. And by the time the hour was over, this song showed up. And so as soon as I turned on the lights, I grabbed my phone and I took a little video recording for posterity. Realized it's the only record I have of the song. I never made a studio recording. I never even wrote down the lyrics until about an hour and a half ago.
Yes, I was madly listening to this one little sort of unfocused YouTube video that Dylan had made of it. The one existing record of the piece, and I sat there and madly typed away.
So we're going to call this is practically a debut, because I don't, like I said, I don't know if I perform this live. We hope you like this one. This one's called Something Borrowed, Something Blue. In the dark, the world feels smaller, the sky in all her glory on display. And for an hour, we all live quiet, enjoy it while it lasts before it slips away. What was old will be made new. Something borrowed, something blue. We all make choices, make yours true. It all comes down to me and you. Throw it away and buy another. Hope that Mother Earth can't see you now. Run away, the storms are coming. You keep on running, but she'll find you anyhow. What was old will be made new. Something borrowed, something blue. We all make choices, make yours true. It all comes down to me and you. Singing la 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 la. In the dark, we all see clearer.
each other every day. Turn on the light and the darkness scatters. And if it really matters, keep the candle burning anyway.
What was old will be made new. Something borrowed, something blue. We all make choices, make yours true. It all comes down to me and you.
Singing la 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 la
La la la la
la la la
la la la la la The debut of Something Borrowed, Something Blue by Mr. Dylan Bell.
Thanks, everybody.
So beautiful. That's a hard one to get through.
Oh boy, it is.
I warn all those out there, all those people who are going to cover your tune, make you famous. Yeah, it's so meaningful. It should be meaningful every single day, not just Earth Hour, not just Earth Day, but every day. We only have one planet Earth, that is, and we need to treat her well.
All right, I'm going to give Suba a chance to move over.
Switch those cameras back on.
Ah, yes.
And what do we have next? Ooh, beautiful.
Yeah. That one too?
That one's on.
All right. Okay, we're ready to go. Sweet.
We're going to give you some Cassandra Wilson.
Uh-huh.
I have to turn on off that guitar mic before I start.
Right.
So just give me a second, Suba.
Yeah, of course.
Tell us about this tune.
So this is a piece by Cassandra Wilson that we have known for a very long time, and we've performed it in so many different ways, many iterations. And it's a beautiful piece called Sankofa, which is an African proverb that tells us we have to look at and learn from the past in order to inform a brighter future. And it's represented through a symbol of a bird. And it's in Cassandra's version of it, it's actually quite a bit faster. It kind of flies away like a bird. In our version, we kind of linger a little bit as though the bird were nesting. So this is Sankofa.
Oh, Sankofa, high in the heavens you soar. My soul is soon to follow you back to yesterday's moon. Will it remember me back to yesterday's sun? It will rekindle me, rekindle the spirit into tomorrow, and high on the wind Sankofa flies again and again. Oh, Sankofa, high in the heavens you soar. My soul is soon to follow you back to yesterday's moon. Will it remember me back to yesterday's sun? It will rekindle me, rekindle the spirit into tomorrow, and high on the wind Sankofa flies again and again. Oh, Sankofa, high in the heavens you soar. My soul is soon to follow you back to yesterday's moon. Will it remember me back to yesterday's sun? It will rekindle me, rekindle the spirit into tomorrow, and high flies again and again. Sankofa flies again and again.
Sankofa, fly away. Use your little wings to fly. Oh, Sankofa, fly away, fly away, away. To the Sankofa flies again and again. One of our favorites. We haven't sung that one in a long time, I think.
It's been some time.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, nothing beats getting back to that one. It just we created that song for those of you who are in the know with how this looping thing works. When we get to the sort of second episode of the song, we set up those loops, and then you can see we're able to just kind of take off with our improvisations. And some of you have heard this piece many times. Mike Deal, I'm looking in your direction. Back at the Brandon Jazz Festival, this was one of our favorites to do. And every time the improvisation is different. It's kind of a choose your own adventure. Whatever inspires you in the moment, that's what carries you to the next idea, and so on and so forth. So I really love that one because it definitely taps into our improvisational and creative spirit.
We do love that one. Also, the general sort of theme of the song Sankofa is that you have to sort of look back into your past in order to inform your future. And when we were trying to think of a name for our album,
Yes.
Suba sort of came up with the idea of distilling that message to go back forward. And that became the name of the album. If you want to buy it, you can find it at music.freeplayduo.com, or you can just head to freeplayduo.com and find all the links there. I'm also going to take a moment and remind you, see all this information here. This live stream is done by donation. And you are welcome to donate if you wish. If you just want to watch and enjoy, you're also welcome to do that. Our neighbor was very, very sweet. She wrote to us, Claudette, who's actually, I believe, watching, wrote to us and said, "We got a bottle of wine for you. We love your shows." So we're going to go over and collect that later on tonight. Now we know what we're doing tonight.
Awesome. I'm just looking at some of these comments here. Jordana, thank you for reminding me. I brought this arrangement, or my arrangement, kind of an adaptation of what you hear in our live looping version, to a jazz choir from my alma mater, Earl Haig Secondary School, Claude Watson School for the Arts, and we had a choir called, so this was after I graduated, I went back and I directed this group, and we called ourselves Pandora's Vox, which was super fun. That was a very fun group. And we did a bunch of circle songs in that choir as well. And Jordy, I haven't stopped, I haven't forgotten your actual theme for one of your circle songs. For whatever reason, it was the earworm of all earworms. It was this, and I'm going to sing it now because I have to get it out. And you might even remember it, but it was, I don't remember exactly the syllables, but the melody was this. 2, 3. Da 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 ba ba doo da 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 ba da 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 da. Totally spunky, totally fun, totally the personality of Jordana. So awesome. So yeah, had to do that. So fun. Yeah, try circle singing if you don't do that in your choirs. It's a really fun thing to do. I think I'll bring it to our city choir as well someday when we can gather again.
All right. We're going to give you one of our latest looping tunes. It's also one of our more straightforward ones. It's just such a beautiful, beautiful song. We didn't want to... Some songs you want to take and reinvent and do new things with them and all that sort of stuff, and we've done that with a lot of our songs. This one we just wanted to keep straight up, and this one's a sing-along. If anybody has ever watched Stand By Me, you'll probably recognize this song. This one takes us back to, I think, 1960 or 1961 or 62.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Benny King. You know this one. Sing along. Dum 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 dum
When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. And darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. If the sky that we look upon should tumble and fall, or the mountains should crumble to the sea, I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand by me. And darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. Do stand by me, stand by me. When you're in trouble, you just stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me, stand by me.
We hope you're all singing along back there.
Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. We're going to give you another tune. I'm just going to move something here. We're going to give you another tune that we haven't done in some time. And this is a mix of Foray's Pavan along with Charlie Chaplin's Smile. And I always thought it was kind of funny that there's a song called Smile that's so absolutely heartbreaking. But there you have it.
We're picking all the hard to get through them songs.
Yeah, it's true. Well, it's one of those weeks, I think, you know. You feel the heaviness, but you also feel the optimism and the hope and the justice and, you know, the potential for better and brighter days.
Hey, can we do this one without the mics?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Why not?
All right. Good idea, Dylan.
All right.
That way we feel a little more free, you see?
Yeah. Here it comes.
Okay.
Smile, though your heart is aching. Smile, even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you'll get by. If you smile through your fear and sorrow, smile, and maybe tomorrow you'll see the sun come shining through for you. Light up your face with gladness, hide every trace of sadness. Although a tear may be ever so near, that's the time you must keep on trying. Smile, what's the use of crying? You'll find that life is still worthwhile if you just Light up your face with gladness, hide every trace of sadness. Although a tear may be ever so near, that's the time you must keep on trying. Smile, what's the use of crying? You'll find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile.
Thank you so much.
That song will get you.
Yeah, we have a big gear switch coming right now.
You know what? I've got a question for you. Conrad Gale asked if we would do Waltz for Debbie.
Oh.
Does anybody mind if we...
Well, I would like to save that for next week because we're going to be doing a big jazz special for our
That's
final.
a good point. All right, Conrad, please come back next week because we are going to be
We will honor
loading
your
up our
request.
jazz tunes on that particular week.
Yes. Yes.
We're going to leave you with one last tune. We're going to remind you there's the information if you do want to donate. We're so glad to have you here. A lot of people have been telling us on the chat or personally just how important it has been for them to have something to connect us, something to look forward to every
Something
week.
regular as well.
Something, yeah, just something to know. Well, partly just to remember what the hell day it is, and it's been very much the same for us. We had no idea, obviously, that we would be doing this for this long, but we also had no idea how much we would need this. We originally thought, oh, we'll do it once every few weeks. We'll do something like that, and it turned into a thing that has been a source of artistic development and fruition for us, an opportunity to connect with people that we wouldn't normally get to see more than once in a touring situation.
Yeah, amazing.
So we're so glad to have done this. As we mentioned, this is our second last show. Our last show will be next week. And then after that, we're going to be very, very busy with the Sing Festival. We are the artistic directors of Sing, the Toronto Vocal Arts Festival. It is the largest a cappella festival in Canada. And as you can imagine, everything is happening online, which means we are doing lots of video editing, lots of recording of things and stuff like that. So there's all sorts of things. We have choirs and ensembles from all across Canada and around the world who are going to be performing as part of this. We would love you to check out singtoronto.com for more information. The festival runs May 27th through June 6th. We just have an evening concert every night on the weeknights, and then the Saturdays we also have workshops. We've got people from all over the world. We've got the Okai singers from Taiwan. We've got
Rayatan
from
Finland,
Finland, vocal sampling from Cuba, Impact from the US. We've got some wonderful workshops from folk members of the New York Voices.
Yes.
We have a collegiate competition where they're submitting videos and they're being judged by a group of celebrity judges. It's going to be so much fun.
It's going to be great. And we hope you can all join us there just to see the amazing wealth of talent that's out there at all age levels. Mostly from across Canada, coast to coast to coast, but also the international headliners as well.
Hey, and Celia says she bought her ticket.
All right, Celia.
All right, Celia.
You're amazing.
So everybody take a moment.
She wins the prize.
What we want you to do
Get
is
in there first.
take a moment so you can get some information about this. Open up a separate tab in your browser. Type in facebook.com/singtoronto. Like the page, and then you'll find out all the information about it. And of course, just go to singtoronto.com and buy yourself a pass. The other thing is, we will be on there. We decided we were planning on doing some actual live filming of groups in an audience-less venue. But the situation in Ontario is just absolutely terrible right now. And a few weeks before it got terrible, we said, we're not too sure how all this is going to go, and we canceled it all. So we decided to make it Free Play Friday and Friends. So what we will be doing is we will be doing a couple of our Free Play Friday shows. They are at 8 p.m., so those of you in the European community, you will be able to watch it, but you'll probably want to watch it on demand.
Replay, yes.
But what we're going to do is we're going to do some performing, and we're going to be doing interviews and showing video performances, especially made for Sing, of other groups in the Toronto area that are able to perform, incling Jordana Talski,
yes, I was just
who's
going to say
watching
that.
today.
That's right. Yes, yes. Thank you, Joyce. We're looking forward to it as well. But yeah, we're gonna have to get to work basically after our final show next week. And yes, it's entirely possible that after the festival we might come back from time to time. We'll be sure to let you know about that and keep checking out the socials so that you can stay updated with that.
Take a moment while you're here, and if you haven't liked Free Play Duo's Facebook page, make sure you do that. Subscribe on YouTube, and that way you'll get the information.
Yes.
We've had a couple of people who've been watching who would say, you know, when are you going to be back online? We've been back online for a month, and they hadn't subscribed and gotten all the information, so make sure that you find out all that stuff. Now, we're going to give you one last piece before we send you off into this lovely sunny afternoon.
Yes.
We're going to take ourselves out for a little walk after this, I think.
That's right,
Well, you know,
exactly.
after a beer and reading the comments, I think.
Yes.
Yesterday, I think it was the 5-year anniversary of the passing of Prince.
We had an opportunity to see him when he was in Toronto. Oh man, was it ever cool!
Oh my gosh, amazing
here's
show.
the coolest thing. It was they priced the tickets for that show ridiculously expensive.
Yeah.
They started at $250 and went up to about $1,000, I think.
Ridiculous.
And what happened was when we got to the Sky Dome here in Toronto, it wasn't all that full. And so we ended up getting a text from a friend of ours who said they're doing ticket exchanges. Prince wants to be able to see his audience. He doesn't want a few people up in the nosebleeds. He wants everybody down front. So we ended up being able to get, I think, the 20th row seats or something like that.
That was so cool.
It was awesome.
We loved it.
And in his band, I don't remember her last name, Donna, the guitar player.
Grantis? I don't know if I'm saying it right. But she's amazing.
She's a Canadian, and she was his guitar player for many years. We had a chance to work with her in one of Andrew Craig's productions. She's an awesome guitarist.
Yeah.
And it was just a cool experience. So we know we gave you this one, I think possibly last week or the week before.
Thank you, Jordan. I thought so.
Thank you for catching that.
Yes.
But we say 2020 party over. Whoops, out of time.
Yes.
And tonight we're going to party.
Excellent. So we're going to go out with a dance party.
All right.
So get up on your feet, please.
Get
Sing
your dancing
along.
shoes on.
Get your dancing shoes on. Here we go.
Okay, 1 second to do a mic switch over. Studio mics on. Oh yeah, there we go. Here it comes.
When I woke up this morning, could have sworn it was Judgment Day. Sky was all purple, there were people running everywhere. Trying to run from the distraction, you know I didn't even care. They say 2020 party over, oops, out of time. So tonight we're gonna party like it's 1999. I was dreaming when I wrote this, so send me if I go too far. But life is just a party, and parties are meant to last. War is all around us, our minds just prepare to fight. So if I'm gonna dance, I'm gonna listen to my party tonight. They say 2020 party over, whoops, out of time. So tonight we're gonna party like it's 1999. They say 2020 party over, oops, out of time. So tonight we're gonna party like it's 1999. Didn't come to party, no bother knocking on my door. Got a lion in my pocket, the baby is ready to roll.
2020 party over, oops, out of time. So tonight we're gonna party like it's 1999. They say 2020 party over, oops, out of time. So tonight we're gonna party like it's 1999. Don't you wanna go? 1999. Don't you wanna go? 1999. Don't wanna go? 1999. Don't wanna go? 1999. Let's dance, let's shout, shake your body out to the ground. Let's dance, let's shout, shake your body out to the ground. Let's dance, let's shout, shake your body out to the ground. Let's dance, let's shout, shake your body out to the ground. Let's dance, let's shout, shake your body out to the ground. Let's dance, let's shout, shake your body out to the ground. Let's dance, let's shout, shake your body out to the ground. Let's dance, let's shout, 1999.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dylan Bell.
This is Subhashakran.
Together we are Free Play. Thank you for being here with us for another episode of Free Play Fridays at 4. We love you. Be well, be safe, be kind to yourself, be kind to others, stay safe and healthy and happy.
Oh, and don't forget to watch David Mayoko's Virtual Piano
Yes.
Bar every Sunday at 6:30
Yes.
ET. It's a wonderful, wonderful show, and he's just a fantastic piano player and even more wonderful human being. We've had lots of people from his show watching ours, from our show watching his.
Cross-pollination, yes.
It's wonderful. So everybody look up David Mayoko. You'll see his name there in the chat. Click on there. Find out about his Virtual Piano Bar Sunday at 6:30. Thank you so much. We love you, and we will see you next week.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.